What's going on, Couch fam? Let's jump right into my fantasy football week 11 rankings. It's basically a tie between these top two quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. This week, I'm going to give it to Mahomes. I think he's going to go absolutely off against the Chargers. High scoring game. But if your league does reward only 4 points for passing touchdown, I do see, you could rank Lamar Jackson number one easily. In most of the leagues I play in, I get 6 points per passing touchdown, and in one league it's 5 points per passing touchdown. I think only 1 out of 7 leagues I play in gives us 4 points per passing touchdown, but that league also rewards more points per passing yards. And so in my leagues, I like Mahomes more, but yeah, if it's more standard scoring, I can understand how you would have Lamar Jackson number one. Huge bounce back game for Drew Brees, hopefully. That was crazy how the Falcons beat the Saints. I still kind of can't believe it, but I see Drew Brees bouncing back. And I did want to touch up on Jameis Winston. I think he can be a super elite quarterback, top 5 easily if Marshawn Lattimore is out. Marshawn Lattimore did not practice Wednesday, and so I'm expecting Lattimore to be out. If he is, huge boost to the entire Bucs offense. It's going to be, Marshawn Lattimore has been shutting out a lot of wide receivers, and he's not going to be able to shadow or shut out Mike Evans, which will open up everything else. Chris Godwin and Evans should ball out. We know the Bucs offense is decent, and Ronald Jones is really coming too. He's maturing, he's getting better. He's really grasped that RB1 role on the Bucs, that workhorse role, and also expanded his game to be a better pass catching back. A lot of people expected the Bucs to trade for a running back, but it's looking like Ronald Jones is formidable in that Bruce Arians offense. He might be the guy going forward. He's getting better. And last week, he did ball out against the Cardinals. A little bit of a surprise for me. I do own Ronald Jones in 2 leagues. One of them is a dynasty league. So I was pleasantly surprised. I like it. Hopefully it's a trend continuing forward, because I did draft him in Dynasty in 2018. So that's good signs for the Bucs and Ronald Jones. Derek Carr, I think, has one of the highest floors this week. He's a very safe start. He does have some upside because he's going against one of the worst teams, if not the worst team, in the Cincinnati Bengals. Phillip Rivers hasn't been so good as of late, but I do like him against the Chiefs. High scoring game. I like that. This also could be a big game for Tom Brady. So have I been moving guys around? I think we're going to pretty much leave this set. I did move him around a little bit before this video. I think that's pretty good. I also did want to touch up on Matthew Stafford. He did not practice today, did not practice Thursday. I don't expect him to play. So that's a huge boost to the Cowboys defense. And Jeff Driscoll becomes the starter, obviously, with Stafford out. Now, we don't know for sure. There's still plenty of time. But I'd be pretty surprised if Stafford does play. Like, why risk him? Let him rest one more week. Let him get healthy. He is the franchise quarterback. And Jacoby Brissett, he's expected to play. I don't like him in his first game back without T.Y. Hilton, though. Still, I probably have to rank him ahead of Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's pretty crazy. Ryan Finley, how could he do? Who knows? He's a big unknown. That's why I'm not going to rank him that high. I'm going to put Foles ahead of all these guys right here. I like about Foles and Cousins. Yeah, right around here. With Adam Thielen out, I'd rather start Nick Foles. I think he'll be okay his first game back. And this should be a low-scoring game. Let's move Mason Rudolph down a couple spots. Let's move Sam Darnold up one spot. Yeah, I like it right. Ooh, that's where I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who would start Baker Mayfield? That's just like way too scary for me. And you don't even want to start Jared Goff against the Bears. That's pretty scary as well. Here's really the cutoff is right around Nick Foles. After that, it gets pretty messy. Kirk Cousins has been good, so he's okay. I wouldn't want to start Wentz. It's a bit risky there. But yeah, that's around the cutoff, around 15, 16. And then I really like the top 12. So that's like a good cutoff for who you want to start. Kyle Allen and above. And then around Nick Foles and Kirk Cousins, you don't really want to start any of these guys from Wentz down. By the way, guys, all these rankings are available in written form on my website, fantasycouch.com. I'll also provide the link below in the description. If you agree with some of my rankings or disagree or see I made any mistakes, let me know. I do always keep updating these, and I do actually listen to what you guys say. Sometimes you guys make weird points that I don't agree with, but a lot of times you guys, I'm like, yeah, that actually makes sense. I'm going to move this guy up 4 spots. For running backs, should we rank Christian McCaffrey number 1? Like, really? Should we? Yeah, we're going to keep him number 1, and we're going to keep Dalvin Cook number 2. I actually love Zeke this week, so we're going to move Alvin Kamara down 1 spot. Yeah, right here. I like how that's looking. And I do really trust Josh Jacobs this week against the Bengals. His floor is just so high. I'll be honest, I don't expect him to finish top 5 running back. But his floor is so high, he's so trustworthy that I would trust him even over a guy like Kamara. Like, I'm not saying Kamara sucks. I'm not saying Kamara is whack. But I think his floor is so high, he'll get you 16 fantasy points guaranteed. He'll get you that 75 rush yards, 1 touchdown. That's like so guaranteed with a guy like Josh Jacobs that I like him that much. Raiders should have the lead. Should be a good amount of scoring. They'll run the ball. They have a great O-line. And John Gruden's doing a great job with the Raiders. Brian Hill kind of sneaks up here, and I trust him quite a bit. I think Brian Hill could easily outscore Nick Chubb now that Kareem Hunt is back. And the Steelers' D is kind of on fire. Yeah, I do like this. I have to trust James Conner just a little bit more. And I even love Tevin Coleman's matchup. Did poorly when he faced the Cardinals last time. But it could be a different game. That's how it goes. Some people are saying, oh, look what happened. Niners almost lost to the Cardinals and this and that happened. Same exact thing could happen, but probably not. Usually in cases like this where it was a Thursday game, they played in Arizona. Now it's not a Thursday game. They got plenty of rest, a lot of changes with the Niners. Kyle Juszczyk is back. Their O-line is healthy. It's played in San Francisco. It's not Thursday night. Probably the opposite will happen. That means Tevin Coleman could ball out. And actually, I'm gonna just leave him here because his floor is low. That's the thing. Chubb's floor is high. He's gonna get the carries. He's gonna be okay. Touchdown's gonna be tough in this type of game, but he can definitely get you a touchdown. With Tevin Coleman, with a lot of the Niners running backs, you're going to rely on those big plays, and so the floor is not as high. Kind of the opposite is Josh Jacobs. Niners are great with their running backs. They're great rushing offense, but then they do have a committee, and like I said, you do have to rely on those big plays and big play touchdowns. And so we'll leave Tevin Coleman here. We know Brian Hill is going to be used a lot in the pass game and in the run game. They don't have any healthy running backs there in Atlanta. LaShawn McCoy is a healthy scratch as of last week, and so Damian Williams has really took hold of this RB1 spot. He's the guy there on the Chiefs, and that's really all I need. Whoever's starting on the Chiefs as a running back, whoever's going to get a lot of the snaps, the bulk of the carries and targets is the running back we do want to start. Absolutely love Damian Williams this week, and it's really tough. Who do we rank here and there? But just going over guys I like. Same thing with Melvin Gordon. I really do like him. I see them using Austin Eckler quite a bit, but this is a great matchup for Melvin Gordon and the Chiefs. Todd Gurley. Oh man, this Rams offense has been gross. He's not really the workhorse anymore. He can run on the Chiefs. He can run on the Bears, but yeah, I'm going to actually rank him a couple spots lower. I got to rank Singletary ahead of him. We'll keep him one spot ahead of David Montgomery. Really, well, Montgomery has a tough matchup. He is the workhorse, but he did slightly roll his ankle yesterday, I think it was, and he is questionable, and so I'm not going to boost his ranking up much. Dang, I do love James White this game. Let's move him up one spot just because of that ankle injury. Eckler is cool. I actually like Mark Ingram. I would move Mark Ingram right here. Yeah, I just don't trust Todd Gurley getting a ton of carries and really running tough like he used to. Darrell Henderson, Malcolm Brown could be used a lot in this game to preserve Gurley. And yeah, Darius Geis will be the backup running back. So let's downgrade him quite a bit, actually. Let's put him right here, right around where Latavius is and Cohen. Let's move Cohen up a couple spots because of his pass catching ability. Ronald Jones has a tough matchup, but I would rather start him over a lot of these players. He'll get the touches and, hey, might squeeze in a touchdown. Even though it's a tough matchup, I would actually start him over Eckler. Yeah, right around there. I like that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then Ty Johnson did practice, which makes J.D. McKissic. I don't know what's going on there. So let's just move him a couple spots down. I kind of needed Ty Johnson to be out so I can start J.D. McKissic. We're desperate in one league, the Throne League, where we got Saquon Barkley on bye, and we really need a running back. I also own both Ty Johnson and J.D. McKissic, which means don't own any running backs, unfortunately. So let's just move Ty Johnson up a couple spots, I guess. And yeah, with Adrian Peterson being the starter, let's move him up. I think Adrian Peterson will outscore guys. Let's move him right here. Don't like him in PPR, but he is pretty good in non-PPR leagues. Washington does run the ball a lot. Wide receivers. Michael Thompson, elite, most consistent wide receiver in fantasy by far. And yeah, this is actually looking pretty good. Yeah, I like this a lot. Amari Cooper has been elite, man. I think if they targeted him even more, he'd be even better. He's putting up great numbers. He's basically, him and Dak have been playing near perfect, especially when that O-line is healthy. They're a full go. Dak has been pretty amazing. And then Mike Evans, of course. Mike Evans could be wide receiver 1 if Marshawn Lattimore is out. If Marshawn Lattimore is miraculously fully healthy, he's week to week right now, then Mike Evans could be terrible. He could put up another goose egg. So it's like right in between those two. Come on, let's put Odell Beckham down a few spots. How are we going to trust you, man? We don't trust you. Christian Kirk. I would actually start him, but I'm not that high on him. We got to move him down just a few spots. Yeah, right around where like Watkins is. Yeah, that's about right. Right there. There we go. That's looking a lot better. And I think Hollywood Brown and Christian Kirk, not a big difference between those two. Let's put Hollywood Brown up a couple spots. Scary Terry, okay, he's been absolute trash with Dwayne Haskins in there, and as of late, not hating on his talent, like he's an incredible wide receiver, just not in the best situation. But I think they're gonna try to get him involved. He's their best playmaker. He's their best receiver. I have a feeling he's going to do good. Like, I don't own him in any league, so I'd love him not to succeed when it comes to fantasy. I mean, I love rooting for him in real life, but I think he's going to turn it around, and this is perhaps the week to start him. I know a lot of people are benching him, dropping him, trying to trade him. They're going to have to try to involve him in some sort of way, move him around the formation. So I'm going to move him up just one spot. Still, boom or bust, huge risk. But I do have him ranked wide receiver 23 as of now, and that probably will change. But Yeah, probably be a top 24 wide receiver by the time I'm done with this video. So he's still a start. You got to start him. And let's move John Brown up a few spots. Right here. Yes. Number 19. I love that. And, oh, man, I'm so scared of starting guys like Allen Robinson. Oh, my God. I do like Curtis Samuel. Let's move him up right here. Move him up a few spots. Curtis Samuel could outscore DJ Moore. It's that type of possibility. It's like what I look at when I do DFS. Like, what's the chance the wide receiver 2 can outscore the wide receiver 1? And that's how you find those great value picks for GPP. And with a guy like Curtis Samuel, the chances are pretty high. DJ Moore is way better. I think DJ Moore is way better, especially with Yak. When he gets the ball in his hand, he can make a big play. Just turn a 5-yard pass into a 25-yard catch. And, yeah, but I want to temper expectations. I feel like Greg Olsen, C-Mac, and DJ Moore are really the guys there to get the big plays and score touchdowns. And Curtis Samuel, yeah, I guess it's a realistic chance he can outscore DJ Moore, but pretty unlikely. So I'm going to temper expectations with him. I say he's a decent flex start, wide receiver 3, but nothing more than that. So I am telling most people to start him. Let's do the tight end crapshoot, the weekly tight end crapshoot. I think this is the game Darren Waller bounces back. Kelsey number 1. Waller 2, Andrews 3, Henry 4, and Ertz is so, I don't like him, but it's like, how low can you rank him? I don't really want to rank him much lower than Olsen or Doyle, and Goddard has been emerging too. Like, it's pretty gross what's going on here. So let's just leave him at 5. It's like, what do you, like, you got, like, would you really bench Ertz for any of these guys? I don't know. I want to say yes. It's pretty tough. Like, if you have Ertz, like, you gotta start him. Only guys I would definitely start over him are these 4: Henry, Andrews, Waller, and Kelsey. All right, let's finish this off. Gesicki, bad matchup, not really trustworthy. Let's put him down a few spots. I like Ebron more than Doyle. I like Greg Olsen. Let's put him here. So it was Ertz, then Olsen, then Ebron, then Doyle, then Cook, then Fant, then Gesicki. Witten has a very high floor. George Kittle, forgot about him. Don't know if he's playing or not. So Shanahan said we're going to prepare like Kittle's not playing. And then it was okay. And then the Arizona media heard that, and they thought he said, oh, he's not going to play. So it was reported that George Kittle's been ruled out. Then the Niners had to correct that and say, George Kittle has not been ruled out. He might play, he might not. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. He seemed pretty close. Lots of games going on. If he's playing, oh, number 1, if he is playing. So I don't know. What's the right thing to do here? Just put him ahead of Ertz. No one wants to start him. Let's just put him at 5 for now. I have no idea if he's going to play or not. They might be cautious, hold him out. Whatever the case is, going up against the Cardinals, they allow the most fantasy points to tight end. So, and I have Kittle in 3 leagues, three leagues, including Dynasty. So, please play. In Dynasty, I would probably start Dwelly if Kittle is out, because there's no tight ends, and the backup tight ends I had, Jonnu Smith, I dropped, and I also have Hollister, who's on bye, and Jonnu Smith was on bye as well, so I dropped him. Let's move Gerald Everett up 1 spot. Jason Witten down a couple spots. That's looking pretty good. And Vance McDonald, let's actually put him here. They have to throw to somebody, right? Well, Witten's floor is so high. He gets so much disrespect. Let's put him here. Like, I'd be very comfortable starting Witten. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. OJ Howard is very risky, but I think we got to rank him just a few spots higher, right around here. I think that's about right. And with Thielen looking like he's not going to play, I think we got to boost the Vikings tight ends. And I really like Tyler Eifert this week. So let's put Knox down here. Goddard here. I like Irv Smith more. Let's put him here. And yeah, that's about right. And let's move up Dwelly just in case Kittle is out. Let's put Dwelly right here at 25. For defenses, who do we like more than the Patriots? I think the Steelers, yeah. The Niners and Steelers, super close. I mean, Niners and Patriots, super close. Ooh. And the Rams, you know, I would rather start the Patriots than the Rams. It's a trust thing, okay? It's a trust thing. I'd rather start the Steelers over Patriots, Bills over Patriots, and Vikings barely too. Vikings over Patriots, I guess. But as far as Niners and Patriots, that's a tough one. That's so tough. I feel like the Niners can score more points, but the Patriots can play a much more sound defense. Let's just give the edge to the Patriots. I think they deserved it. They scored more points. And yeah, we'll do it like that. Number 1 Vikings, number 2 Bills going against the Dolphins, number 3 Steelers in a low-scoring game against the Browns, and then number 4 Patriots. And you could even go Patriots ahead of Steelers easily, but that's there. I'd say these two are about tied, but I definitely go with the Bills and Vikings over the Patriots. So Patriots would be number 3 or 4, depending on how you look at it. The Rams Bears, this could be a sloppy game. Rams are not that good this year, and Bears, they're missing Akeem Hicks, and Trubisky's not been that good this year. He played okay this last week, week 10. Let's see if he can keep it up. He had a good amount of time in the pocket, so he was making good throws, but the difficulty level looked easy. Still, it's a positive sign that he's making the right reads and he's being accurate and getting the job done, making throws. We didn't really see that at all this year, so a lot of positive signs for Trubisky. Now he's facing a defense where he's not going to get that a lot. He's not going to get that much time in the pocket. The cornerbacks are awesome. Pass defense is great. So let's see what he can do against the Rams. And Cowboys D actually would get a boost in my book. If Stafford is out, I would put the Cowboys D right here. And so that is where it's trending. And yeah, Marshawn Lattimore being likely out, we want to downgrade the Saints. And this is looking pretty good right here. Definitely starting from the bottom and going up. I think Bengals would have to be pretty low on this list. Texans aren't a good start this week. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think that's about right. Probably ranking the Chargers too low, but going against Mahomes, you don't wanna start that offense. I mean, even the Dolphins defense could do something over these guys. I'd probably put them below the Bucks and Eagles, though. Eagles defense can't be too bad. I wouldn't want to start. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Looking pretty good here. Pretty good. Jags D gets a boost with all the injuries the Colts have. And I'm going to go ahead and actually move the Ravens down just a couple spots, because Deshaun Watson is just amazing. And the Raiders, actually, I don't really trust them. So I would actually rather start the Jets than the Raiders. Oh, I do have the Jets ranked high. Yeah, around where Washington is. I think that's the right spot. Washington, Browns. Yeah, that's where I feel. So I'm going to move the Raiders down a few spots. I feel like their floor is not that high. They're not trustworthy. Yet, top 10 performance is realistic. And kickers, my favorite and what I'm best. It's what I do, right? It's what I'm good at. Stick to what you're good at. Kickers. Is Robbie Gould going to play? I don't know. So we got Chase McLaughlin here. Who's the best of the kickers? Not Will Lutz. No, not you. Let's move Lutz down here. I love Butker this week. And Tucker. Oh, man. I think I'm going to put Butker first. Tucker number 2. Lutz 3. Joey Sly has a ton of upside. I think Dan Bailey's the safe play here. Let's put Bailey up here. And not big on Matt Gay this week. He was more of a last week, week 10 kicker. Let's put you here. If Robbie Gould can go, he's an elite option this week. I'd move him as high as maybe even number 4. He's going to be great. I'm actually going to look at my own video for my kicker rankings. So I got Bailey and then Steven Hauschka getting no love. So let's put Hauschka here. Brett Maher, excellent. Prater. Yes, Prater. Well, with Stafford likely out, I'm going to give Prater a little bit of a downgrade. And Daniel Carlson. Then we have whatever Niners kicker we got going right here. And I'm going to switch it up. Put Joey Sly, then Badgley. Okay, Josh Lambo up here. Randy Bullock, you got to go down, bud. Not looking good for you. And Pinheiro down. Austin Siebert down. Browns kicker going down. Jake Elliott going down. And Adam Vinatieri we can't really trust. Okay, that's looking much, much better. Dang, that was a lot of changes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. We also have a second YouTube channel. We go live after every Thursday night football game. It's called Fantasy Couch Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to that as well. Hit this video with a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thumbs down if you didn't. And I'll catch you on the next one. Good luck this week, everybody.